Welcome back guys to another video. So I just now finished doing legendary attacks and look what I had to do to catch up today. Look at this, 280 to negative 276, 287 to negative 276. Look at this. And these are the live attacks yesterday. Look what I had to do to catch up but this number that they gave me. I had to put on 6 triples. And then look at these two attacks in the middle here. It's so low percentage. Alright guys, going in here. Okay, so this base, that's the plan I'll use to take it down. This base is really simple if you go with this plan. And yeah, so what are we gonna do is we're gonna place the flinger over here at the Wiz Tower, and its job is to take out the X-bow and the Inferno. So I'm setting it up there, setting a funnel for my queen, placing the queen right here. So she should tank the X-bow for the flinger. All we have to do is don't let her go to ability, because then the flinger, the X-bow will direct to our flinger. So here we go in there. I placed 2 loons on the cannon down there, so the flinger would go for the Inferno more earlier. So that's why I placed those 2 loons. Going with the king earlier, so he could fight the enemy king, take some damage off the queen. We're gonna give him a wall break. Okay. Just try to keep the queen alive. The flinger took the X-bow. Now I wall break to the core there, because I wall break for the king over there, so the wall breaker should target the core. And I gave him a next wall breaker. So if the wall breaker don't work to the core for the queen, just use the next wall breaker and try again to break to the core. You have to break to the core, so you don't really have to use that wall break for the king. So in case one of your wall breaker fail, you can use it again to go to the core. Here I'm setting up the RC to go with the LALO, and I always go at the side where I put the king with the LALO on the RC. Okay, queen died there. And here's the trick guys, we're gonna freeze the tonal, we're gonna use a rage, and yeah, we're gonna use the back end loons to take it out. So all of the first loons I drop will go through the middle here. Yeah guys, you always have to save a rage for the tonal takedown on this base, so your loons would push straight through the monolith section there. Yeah guys, I went with the warden ability so to save the loons, and then I placed the loons to the tonal, and this is how you take down the base. So it's really a consistent plan, so if you find this base, you should try this approach. It's really strong. Okay, next base, this is the plan. Okay, so I see I could break right here, and my queen should have access to the tonal. But all I have to do is to set up a funnel with the blimp and the king. So you guys gonna see what I'm gonna do to put the queen inside the tonal, and you have to do this on these type of box bases. So this is the approach. Coming in with the queen here, want to get the blimp over to the X-bow and the Inferno. So that's the goal for my blimp. So I'll send it now. Gonna put a rage over there. Even though it didn't make it over the wall, the eddies came around, so that's good. Got the X-bow and the Inferno and the Warden Tower. You see that? Oh, that's some good value from that blimp, the eddy bomb. So here I'm trying to make a funnel for the queen. I really wanted to go inside here so I could break that wall to the town hall. So as I said, the AD bomb got good value, great value. So with this approach, time will always be an issue. So we'll always start the LALO from the other side. Always, because it takes a while to set up this approach. So going with the king now. Really want to cut off the queen, but I don't think that will be enough. So I'll use the invis spell to redirect her to the core. Even though it looks like she will go to it, I'm just making sure she goes with the invis. And yeah guys, it's gonna work out perfectly. Right, there's 2 eyes going off. I'll just leave a queen on that freeze on the tunnel for the queen and start the LALO at the back end here. Okay, she should be safe. And guys, with this approach, I always try to keep the queen alive on this one. Alright, freeze the multi. Use the last rage for the queen. I always try to keep her alive. Use that rage, use every spell, use all of the rages on her on these type of box spaces. Okay. The base is pretty much done. We got through the tonal section, the section over here with the Inferno and Expo plus the scatter shot on the back end. Yeah guys, it's pretty much over here. So we charge for the tonal, we use the Yeti bomb to funnel, and also the king with the assist of the invis spell, and that took a lot of time, so we have to start the LALO on the back end, and that's how you do this approach. Okay, going in again here, a box base. So okay, this one is tricky, but this will be the plan. Simple plan, it should take out the base. As I said, fling her on one side and the king for the next side with the queen down the middle. Alright, so that's the plan. And right here I was thinking about charging to the king section, but I was like, no, there's 2 poison towers there. So what I'll do is to charge the monolith. Yes guys, I will charge the monolith. I'm not scared of the monolith, so most of the times I always charge it. And yes guys, all you have to do is to keep your queen alive and it should work out perfectly. So here, got the finger working a little bit. Starting the queen to go to the monolith and the CC. Clan castle, enemy clan castle. Okay, a little bit late on my healers, so I went with a freeze. You have to be quick here guys. Alright. Pretty easy CC to deal with. Just have to keep her alive. Okay, I went with the invis there because I will use my king to take the next expo, but it didn't work out. So there's 2 expo on her, and that's what I used the invis for. So I could drop the king for the next expo to lock onto him, but it didn't work out as I said. So we're gonna break into the wall, the town hall here, and as you can see, the queen should be able to reach the town hall. So I used the next wall break for the king. Went with the RC right away, and then once I see the queen on the town hall, I'll start the LALO. Try to freeze for her. I don't want to use any more rage. I want to use it for my LALO. Going over here, as I said, I usually follow the LALO and the RC where the king is. Okay, should be able to go with a warden ability here and the rage spell. And yeah guys, the queen will live forever down there, so she pretty much didn't need the rage spell. So a pretty simple plan here. So fling on the left, queen in the middle, king on the next side, and then use the RC to assist the king, and then follow up with the LALO on the same flank. That's how I usually do it, and it should work. Alright, going in again here. Okay, that's the plan I'll be using. So I saw that if I 80 bomb the section right here, I could just easily get my queen to the town hall, and she should be able to take both of those infernos. So here we going. It's the first time I'm seeing this base too, but yeah, I saw a really good plan on it right away. Okay, Eddie Bomb did good. Pulled the poison tower, got the inferno, got the expo, so that's great. So I just need my queen to walk down here. Misplay with the wall break there, so I went with a barb and a wall break again. Okay, should be able to break to the tunnel now. I'm gonna use my king down there to funnel. My queen should be able to reach the next inferno. Okay, going with the king now. I'm gonna funnel down here. I'm gonna give him a wall break to the scatter shot. So you should take that out plus the enemy queen. Here comes the CC. So this space is shaping up really good. Haven't got into any trouble as yet. Perfect wall break to the scatter shot there. I went to the freeze there because I want to ensure I got this section out the way. And yeah guys, following up with the RC, I'm gonna start the LALO now. I'm gonna save the rage for the LALO here because this section is full of IHP buildings. Freezing the rage tower. Don't want it to go off as yet. Then guys, I should be able to go with a rage and a warden ability. We should rip through this tough section really early, really quick. So there's a lot of IHP building in there. Eagle, monolith, exposed. So the rage was perfect for that. Plus my queen didn't need it. She did a good job. My king did a good job. And the LALO did a good job. Everything worked out well. For the first time I'm seeing this base. And yes guys, this base shouldn't survive another time when I see it. So yeah. So a good plan there. Worked out really good. And yeah, someone say why do I freeze for the king when he have Phoenix? Because sometimes he doesn't get what the buildings I want. So sometimes you have to help him out with the freeze. So next base here, that's the plan. This base is really, I would say the plan I have for it, it's consistent on it. It always works. Last time I showed this base on the channel was a time fail. So yeah guys, going with the flinger. I'm gonna use the queen upside or right here so it can tank the mortar. I'm gonna break into the RC compartment. Okay, it should be tanking the mortar now, so that's good. And yeah guys, gonna go with the first rage here because my queen got low on HP. And yeah, the flinger is going well. Setting up my king to go inside here. So his job is to trigger the invis tower with the Phoenix. That's his job. And also create a funnel for my queen to go to the core here. Here comes the wall breaker to the core. Now guys, it doesn't matter where the last wall breaker go. Still have one wall breaker, but it doesn't matter where he goes, because the queen should be able to reach everything inside here. Okay, it went up there. Now guys, the phoenix should trigger the invis tower like that. Now we can go with the LALO. So right after you trigger it, you should start the LALO. Freeze up the sweeper behind the town hall. Freeze it twice. Rage over it. Hey guys, don't use the RC with the stuff here. Just save her for the corner over here. Hey guys, this is how you do it. Just don't use her in the poison. She will get stuck up there. And it's better to use her over here. So that's the tip of getting through this one. Don't use her with the LALO on this base, this specific base. Hey guys, it should work out. The only problem you should have with this one is time. Just the time should be your problem, but if you do it quick enough, then it should work out easily. Even though I had 30 seconds to spare, so you see, you should work out. And this base, this is the approach I'm using, and I don't really know much about this one. I'm just trying something. These races are really challenging for me, especially these ones, and this is the only plan I have to take it down. There is no spot to get good flinger value, so this is the approach I be using for this one. So I'm gonna go with the queen charge at the back end here. Oh, it's like 3 seconds there. So one thing with this approach, you shouldn't waste any time. Now you're gonna see why. Okay, all you have to do here is to keep the queen alive. So use all your freezes and whatever you have, the invis and the rages. You have to rage early. Okay, king is coming on my queen here. Right, and do the freeze there. I tried to put the king down in time so he could take the fire off the expo right here, but he was too late. So I had to go with the invis there so it can target to him. Alright, next rage going in. Should be able to break the wall. Okay, should be able to collect 2 infernos. With the queen here, the eagle and the CC. Don't use the last rage, you have to save it for the blimp. And yeah, I'm gonna go early here guys, I have to go. It's like I still wasted too much time on the queen there. You have to go like this. To the next side, to the next scatter shot. Or an ability for the blimp. Don't use all your loons. Save like 10 of them. Then we're gonna rage over the town hall here. Freeze it up. Yeah guys, the invisible was kinda tricky. Didn't pick up the town hall, but yeah, the RC is gonna pick it up for me. My queen is holding on to a thread. Okay, go into the ability there. She got the scatter shot, so that's good. Now I have to just place the rest of my loons that I save on the defenses. So I'm just gonna drop the ace right there, so the loons could take it out right away. And yeah guys, this approach, I don't know. I'm not sure about it, but it will give you high percentage, and sometimes it will be a 3-star like this. So that's the approach I'm using for these type of bases. Some of them I don't know how to take it down, so this is the approach I'm using. It works sometimes. And yeah guys, alright, Going into the last attack of the day. Okay, oh my god, this is the plan of this phase. We all know this phase. So I'll give you a little more tips for this one. Things that I notice, or what can cause you to fail. So first thing I want you guys to do is to put down the flinger. I want you guys to wait a little bit. Just wait on it until it finishes the archer tower. Then you should start the queen. This is stuff that lead me to fail. It's always with the last wall breaker. So there, going with the queen now. Since the archer tower drop, I'm gonna start the king right away. You have to always start that right away. Put a wizard and an archer on the cannon. And yeah guys, if I notice when I'm too slow with the king, the next X-bow is on the queen. So that's something I noticed, so I started to go with him really early. And yeah guys, should wait until these walls are broken up so you could get the wall break. And yeah guys, wall break like that. That's once you get that wall breaker, you're gonna 3-star the base, trust me. Once you get this wall breaker, so all you have to do is to just put down the flinger, wait a little while, and then you could start the queen. So here is another tip. So when the queen step up for the town hall, drop the poison on the town hall. The troops will come out inside of it and she won't switch target. So she will take the town hall before switching to them. So going with the LALO here, you should freeze one time for the Inferno, and then the warding ability with the Headhunters. Use the last rage over here. And yeah guys, this is how you take it down consistently. So as I said, you're gonna start the flinger in a type of way so it lean more to the ear defense after it finished the archer tower. So after it finished the archer tower and targeting the ear defense, you can start with your queen and break the next wall over here for the king and go with the king right away, and then the wizard and archer and the cannon. And yeah guys, you should be able to get the last wall break to the town hall, and that's how you take it down consistently. And that's it for the video. Thank you for watching guys.